Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, yes, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do Comic Book Haul week number 172. That's right, fans. So, a pretty interesting week now this week for comic readers. You got a nice balance between Marvel Comics and DC Comics as well. So, I think there is definitely something for everyone this week to read. What did I get this week? Well, let's find out, shall we? Here's the bag of comics like usual. The bag is coming off the comics. The bag is on the floor. Now, real quick before we get started, guys, just wanted to let everybody know that my countdown that I do each and every week, where I count down my least favorite comic and go all the way to number one, is now a live show. That's right, guys. So if you're available to watch the show, it will be on every Monday afternoon, actually, at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm taking a list of possible co-hosts that can help discuss comic books with me as I am doing my countdown. So I would love one co-host, looking for one a week, and we can discuss comments and take everyone's questions. So I'm trying to take the countdown to that next level. So hopefully you guys will be able to tune in. Again, that will be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. Regardless of how many comics I read, the show will go on. So again, if you want to be on the show, please message me in the comments below. And if you have a Google Plus account, I can make you my friend, and it's just as easy as that. I can invite you, and we can discuss comics. So, looking forward to that. So now back to the haul. Here we go. Here is the books. The first book we're going to discuss is DC's Wonder Woman issue number 41. This is written by Meredith Finch and drawn by David Finch. We actually get to see Wonder Woman here in her brand new outfit or costume. Are you guys a fan of this? There's been lots of talk of what's going to happen here in Wonder Woman. So we shall see. I like the artwork in here. Pretty cool costume. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the whole blades on the ends here, and the shoulder pads kind of reminds me of an 80s thing. But we'll see if it's a full thing or if it's just temporary. I don't know. We'll see. But it is a cool cover, and this is Wonder Woman issue number 41. All right, next from DC, we have Superman Wonder Woman Truth. This continues the Truth story, and this is issue number 18. So here we get to see Diana and Clark just kind of looking face to face at each other. I just love how Clark is actually wearing that old T-shirt with the old Superman logo on there. I think that's pretty awesome. The storyline has been pretty solid up until this point, and it'll be interesting to see how these two interact with each other. So this is Superman Wonder Woman issue number 18. Next, from DC Comics, we have Robin, Son of Batman issue number 1. We'll get to see what this Robin has to offer, what Damian has to offer here. Is he going to be an asshole again? Is he going to be toned down from the end of the last series? I'm not really sure, and he looks like he's going to kind of be on his own here. So interested to see what happens here. This is Robin, Son of Batman, issue number 1. All right. Next from DC Comics, we have Harley Quinn and Power Girl issue number 1. Really excited about this one. Can't wait to see what Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti have these two interact with each other. So I love the cover here. The cover looks really good. They both have their eyes like wide open here. So really interesting, really cool, and the artwork looks really badass too. I kind of like this like over exaggerated guns and these cool facial expressions in here. So this looks like an interesting title, and I will be reviewing this one over in on Comic Frontline if you guys are interested in seeing a review on this one. So this is Harley Quinn and Power Girl issue number 1. Next we have the highly anticipated JLA issue number 1. There was like 9 different covers for this book. I decided to get the Joker 75th anniversary cover. I just think it's awesome how he's there holding the entire Justice League in his palm of his hand. So I think that was an awesome cover and a good one to pick. They had all of them there, but I decided to go with this one. So this is JLA issue number 1. $5.99 book though. That's the only downfall. That's a very pricey book. It's got to be pretty good, I think, hopefully, in order to impress me. So next we have a couple independent books in here, and the first one we have is Manifest Destiny, issue number 15. It's been a while since I've read an issue of Manifest Destiny. It's a great series. Always got these crazy ass creatures in here. Very unpredictable. Love the cover here. It's got this bat that looks like it's sucking on someone's body, and it's blood everywhere, and the bat looks kind of pissed off. I like this. I love this book though. It's such a great book and such good artwork when you open it up. It fits the tone of the book, and it's just wonderful. Great action scenes in here. So wonderful, wonderful written book, and again, that great artwork. It fits the time period. So this is Manifest Destiny, issue number 15. Next, I haven't read it in a while, and I want to get back into it because I am a fan of it, and that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 46, I think we're on here. Here we got the Eastman cover art on there, which you got to go with when you are actually reading Turtles, and if his art is not inside the book, you have to get his cover art. Just to remind you of what old school Turtles is about. The last I know what's going on in Turtles is I think Donatello is the one that was injured, severely injured, where he's not brain dead, but his body is like pretty much lifeless. And they kind of had to bring him back into Fugitoid's body. And so his mind is in a robot body now. So that will be interesting to see where that storyline goes. I kind of read the Cliff Note version of what was inside before I purchased it. So I want to see where the title goes. I really want to get back into it because I really enjoyed it when I read it at first. And I dropped off of it at issue like 16 or something because the artwork got really bad in it. And now the artwork seems up to par. And I've heard good things about it. A lot of people are fans. And I am a Turtle fan. One of the first ever comic books that I read on a consistent basis, besides Amazing Spider-Man. So I gotta give it back a try, man. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 46. All right, next we go into Marvel, and Marvel continues the Secret Wars book, and we get another number 1, and this is Squadron Sinister, issue number 1. So it looks like this has to do maybe with Mr. Sinister, and maybe this is his cronies. I don't know, but it's a cool cover here as it has the main character, and then it has like Hyperion, and then there's the other version of Hyperion. It's like 2 different versions, Nighthawk and another version of Nighthawk. And then you have Dr. Spectrum and then another version of Dr. Spectrum. They're 2 separate teams. There's Squadron Sinister and Squadron Supreme. So this will be interesting to read. This is what I love about Secret Wars. It's different. It's given the creators a chance to kind of create their own stories, and I really like where they've been going. It's not predictable. They're different, and it gives you something to talk about, if anything. Even if you didn't like them, at least they're worth the conversation. So this is Squadron Sinister, issue number 1. All right, next we get Runaways, issue number 1. This will be an interesting story to see where this one goes and what the story is about. It's got Dr. Doom on there. I don't really know what's happening, if they're running away from Dr. Doom, or what this real story could be about. But the artwork looks pretty interesting. It's written by Noel Stevenson, and the artist is done by Sanford Green. So, yeah, if you're interested in Runaways, issue number 1, check it out. We'll see what it's about here, at least on the countdown. Next, another book that I'll be reviewing over on Comic Frontline this week, I have the duties of reviewing, and that is Old Man Logan, issue number 2. I actually reviewed this first issue right here on Comic Book Corner 2.0, and this was a solid issue. Even though I like Sorrentino's artwork, the only issue that I have with it is when it comes to those intense scenes where it needs facial expressions, I felt it took away from the book a little bit. But nevertheless, it was a phenomenal story, and a lot of people have told me that I need to read the first trade. At that point, when that trade came out, or when that storyline came out, I wasn't reading comic books at the time. So I have to go back, invest in the 30 bucks, and read that trade, because I did look at it at the comic book store today, and the artwork is fantastic in there. Just looks like a really good story, so I have to read it. So this is Old Man Logan issue number 2. Looks like it continues off of the Old Man Logan series. All right, next we have the one other book that I will be covering on Comic Frontline is Last Days of Miss Marvel. Looks like Jersey City's just like, I don't know, falling apart. So I don't know if this has to do with what happened in the incursion or what's going on in her story right now. But nevertheless, Miss Marvel has been a pleasant surprise. Kamala Khan is awesome. I think it's people that, can relate to her, and that's what makes her such a wonderful character in the Marvel Universe. And in Secret Wars, she was actually in Attilan Rising issue number 2, and the way she was drawn was awesome, and it really showed her, her powers in great detail when you have a more detailed artist on her, and I thought it was really well done. But nevertheless, again, this is a great series. So this is Miss Marvel issue number 16. Looking forward to her in the all-new, all-different Avengers. Next, we have Deadpool's Secret Wars. The first one was comical as hell. He gets his powers back after losing this huge battle, and he's got this mustache, this like porn star mustache, and he's blonde hair, and his skin is back, and he's just all perfect. The perfect Wade Wilson in here. So it was very funny. The first one was hysterical. This plays tribute to I think it was like issue 3 of Secret Wars. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but this is a cool series, and looking forward to it. Very comical in here. So Deadpool's Secret Wars issue number 2. All right, next we have Armor Wars issue number 2. I still haven't got a chance to read the first one. I read the half issue, but I still haven't read the first issue. So what I'll do is I'll read the first issue and read this one after it, so I'll get a full effect of the story. I do know what's going on in here. I do know that there's a different Spider-Man. His name is Peter Ulrich. He spells Spider S-P-Y-D-E-R. I get to know that all the Iron Men are they're all in armor, which is crazy. So this is a good series from what I read in that half issue. So looking forward to reading issues number 1 and issue number 2. So really cool stuff here. So Armor Wars issue number 2. All right. Next we have Thor. Thor's issue 1. Right? Yep. Thor's issue number 1. How do you get that action figure variant? There's one a week that comes out, and I am getting every single one. I think the only one I don't have right now, I think there's 2 actually. And it's Deadpool and Black Panther. So I gotta try to find those. But now I have Thor herself, and it's just her Asgardian goddess of thunder, battle for good. I'm really interested in what the Thor story is about, because they are the police of Secret Wars, and I'm interested to see maybe really where they came from, if it goes more in depth to that story, more character development in each individual Thor. So yeah, so this is Thor's issue number 1. Last but not least, guys, I picked up this regular copy of this issue, but they did not have this variant. And I thought this variant was beautiful, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of old school comics when it comes to the Hulk or She-Hulk, where you actually see the transformation taking place on the page. And this is Future Imperfect issue number 1, Gwen Stacy variant edition. I thought this cover was awesome, where you get to see her exposed to the gamma radiation, and you get to see her screaming in pain and slowly transforming into Gwen Stacy She-Hulk. And I was just like, wow, that is a great cover. And they didn't have it when I went to go pick it up at the store, and I see this one. I'm like, this is This is a beautiful cover. I really, really am happy that I was able to pick it up. And it was only for $1, not even, it was like for 30 cents more. So I was happy to get this cover because I think it's great artwork that's displayed on this page. And this definitely gets my cover for the week by far. And there you have it, guys. And there is the haul for this week. Guys, in the comments below, again, if you want to be a future co-host on the Countdown live episodes, please leave messages in the comments below. Also, guys, tell me in the comments below what comics you got for the week, which ones you're most excited to read, which ones you're least excited to read. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. And until that next comic book review, you guessed it, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, guys, and see you real soon. Bye.